Hello and welcome to yet another video. Today we are going to be reviewing this quite big of a figurine. It's Lucy Heartfilia from Fairy Tale, and this is a bootleg figurine. Yep, there you go, it's a bootleg figurine. Apparently I messed up with this one. I thought that it was like an original figurine because the face isn't wonky, and I honestly thought it's like a Sega prize figure, but it turns out that that's not the case. This is not a Sega prize figurine. This is a Megahouse figurine actually, and this thing should cost like way more than just like $20 if it's an original one, but unfortunately this is not an original one. It is a bootleg, which is kind of surprising because I honestly thought that this is an original one because the face isn't wonky enough for me to consider it to be a bootleg. And the base, okay, like something written on the base there. So usually bootleg figurines, they don't really bother with writing anything in the base. They just ignore it. So apparently they actually did the job of doing that in this one, and that is kind of surprising. So I fell for the trap. I paid about $7 for this figurine. Yep, there you go, $7 for a bootleg figurine, which is something that I will remember for the rest of my life. But do I really care though? I don't know. There are a lot of accessories missing in this one. One of them is being the key. She's supposed to be holding like a key here, and she's supposed to be giving it up to someone. And of course, the bag, the tote bag that she carries around, that one is also missing. Those two accessories are missing in this one. So anyway, let's take a look at the quality of this bootleg Lucy Heartfilia figurine by Megahouse. Was originally made by Megahouse. So the face, in my opinion, it is not that bad. I mean, you can clearly see the anime aesthetic from that, and the printing on her eye and stuff like that. They look really nice. So I am so surprised that it is not a real one. I guess it's like one of those high quality bootlegs, I guess. Yeah, and as you can see from the head is actually shaded, so that's something that is pretty hard to find in like bootleg figurines, but apparently it's a different face in this one, which is kind of surprising. Yeah. So there you go. Her hair is shaded, which is kind of weird for bootleg figurines, and there's also the fairy tale tattoo there, and of course her fingers, her nails on her fingers, they are painted, which is another weird thing for bootleg figurines. They usually don't do that. The quality of her hand, which is really not that bad. You know, it's got my hand, which is really good. But for the rest of the figurine, for example, like you can see the belt here, the paint application is kind of shoddy in that one. In the real figurine, that paint application on the belt will be absolutely picture perfect. And of course the dress, you see this line on the dress over there, it's very sloppily painted. In the real figure you will not going to have those things, and I do believe that her hair in the real one is not as shiny like that. Yeah. So assuming if this is like an original figurine, right? There's a close-up of a boot over there. Properly painted, which is kind of strange. Usually just gonna slap flat color, but they decide to paint this one. And even her thigh highs, it's not just like one flat black color. They decided to a combination of gray and black, which is really neat. And take a look at her outskirt shot. Even her panties are like properly painted, sculpted. I can't see anything up front because that's how the figure is supposed to be. You should be able to look at her outskirt. I guess you can like take a look at her brassiere. You see it's dirty as well. Yeah. Let's take a look at the detail of her back. Okay. Man, yeah. See those splotches over there? The paint application on her skirt is not properly done. So definitely a bootleg figurine, but you know, even though it is a bootleg figurine, she still looks kind of decent. I mean, you know, if you love the original figurine will cost you about like $100-$200, but you know, for $7 you can clearly see how the shape of everything is. It's nice. It's a very, very striking pose. Yeah. It's not an original one, but it's a decent figurine in itself. So yeah, if you are interested in the figurine and if you saw a bootleg of it selling for like $7 or something like that, this is exactly what you're gonna get. And if you are a fan of this figurine, after I've shown you the in-depth look of it, its close up and everything, and what I think of it, then yeah, sure, why don't you give it a buy? Even though it being a bootleg, I would still recommend you to buy the original one though, because the original one, in my opinion, is like way better. It doesn't have all these disgusting ink splotches everywhere. And I do believe the sculpt is a bit better. It has a lot more definition, in my opinion, because if the bootleg has this much definition on it, the real one will be way better, significantly better. So it is only $100. It's not that bad of a deal. Go buy the original one and maybe drop this fake one. So yeah, that's it for my review, and I really hope that you enjoy it. See you again in the next video. I'm just gonna grab some screenshot